my friends? And literally, it's not it's going to be a very easy task. Write 3 or 4 sentences as to what your recess looked like or felt like, what you did at recess time. 4 sentences. So at recess time, I did this, I had a good time, whatever. 4 sentences of what you did at recess time. Go.
You just have, so I'm doing this as a shared experience. It's easy, it's to the point. And once you have your 4 sentences, meet me on the carpet with your writer's notebook and your pen. Looks like we're almost there. So if you have at least 3 sentences come from the reference.
Okay, so I'm going to show you a series of pictures, okay? And they are all cartoons. Thumbs up if you know what a cartoon is. Brilliant, excellent. And I'm going to tell you they're cartoons. Your job is to figure out what do they all have in common. What's pretty much the same in all of the pictures. Coolio? Okay, think about what you need to do. Turn and talk to your partner and tell them what you need to do. Good. All right, so here's our picture number 1. Picture number 1. Look. So just think. Okay. Picture number 2. Just think for a second. There's 2 pictures up there. Thumbs up if you already have an idea as to what is common between these 2 pictures. Thumbs up. Just thumbs up. Okay, good. Thumbs down. Picture number 3. Thumbs up if your idea is getting a bit stronger, if it's making a bit more sense for you guys. Good. And our last picture. Okay. Okay. Rehearse in your head what you're going to tell your partner. What are you going to tell your partner? These pictures are all in common because. Think about what you're going to say. Just think. No, just rehearse in your head. Okay? I'm going to talk to the teachers for a second. I'm giving them processing time and thinking time. Right? Remember, if I said turn and talk to your partner and tell them cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, they're going to turn and talk and not really listen to the rest of my directions. So I'm scaffolding it so that the kids can think before they speak. Particularly for our population, they need to do some thinking first. You ready? Yeah. Turn and talk to your partner and tell them, go. All right, so I was listening to some of your conversation, and I heard some really smart things. I heard that, they're animals. I heard that they're cartoons. Yeah, they definitely are. I also heard some people say that one of the bad people are trying to chase the other thing. Thumbs up if you thought about chasing. Right? Yeah, so it looks like, for example, the coyote there is trying to chase the roadrunner, right? Trying to catch them. So, just like in these pictures, all these pictures, they're trying to chase someone and catch someone. In writing, we as writers need to catch our readers. We want to make sure that our readers read our stories, right? Just like, great, another story. We need to catch those readers. And one way to catch those readers, sorry, I'm just going to crawl over you guys. Like this. One way to catch our readers, so, writers, catch our readers by adding bold beginnings. Ooh. So I'm going to show you what it means, okay? So before we do that, I'm going to ask you to think about this. Writers catch our readers by adding bold beginnings. Think about what that means to you. Are you a 1? In other words, when I say 1, are you like, I have lots of questions. What does that mean? Are you a 2 right now? Are you like, I have a few questions? What does that mean? Are you a 3, meaning, I know what you mean when you say that? Or are you a 4? I can teach it. So sit down, Mr. Ventura. I can go up and teach it for you. Think about it right now. Are you a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4? I'm expecting lots of 1s and 2s, which is totally fine. Because it might be new to you. So we're going to do something called a secret survey. So you go like this. See my hand right there? And you put the number here. So only I can see it. And no one else in the group can see it. Because it's between you and me. Okay? Are you a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4? 1 meaning lots of questions. 2 meaning a few questions. 3 meaning, get it? 4 meaning, sit down, I can teach it.
Okay? So, put your hand like this. Everyone close your eyes and put the finger that's in front of you. Are you 1, a 2, 3, or 4?
Good. Sit down. Okay? So that's just feedback for me. Really quick feedback as to how they're manipulating this, right? I'm going to hope by the end the number's gone up. Right? I'll tell you what numbers there are later. Okay, so watch me as I add my bold beginning. One way to add a bold beginning is by asking a question. All right? Asking a question to the audience, so to the reader. I'm going to read to you what I wrote. Okay? One day, I went to school. It was Friday, the last day of school. Awesome. 2 months of freedom from 4th grade. Right? Okay, so I'm going to ask myself, what's a question I can possibly ask so the reader is interested in reading my story. One day I went to school. So it's all about school, right? How about, have you ever gone to school and, no, that doesn't make any sense. How about something like, it was the last day of school, awesome 2 months of school. Do you feel like you're in jail? Oh, okay, good feedback. Okay, so maybe, do you feel like you're in jail? Okay, so I'm going to maybe put that here. That's one way to put it, okay? Do you feel like you're in jail? Okay, so here, let's try it. Do you feel like you're in jail? One day I went to school. It was Friday, the last day. Oh, awesome. 2 months of freedom from 4th grade. Okay, so that's one way I can do it. Another way I can do it, another bold beginning, is a fact. What's a fact about the last day of school? I'm going to think. What's a fact that I know? How about something like, one day I went to school, it was Friday. Oh, the last day of the school is the best day of school. That's a fact, right? Let's be honest, right? Yeah. The last day of school is the best day of school. One day I went to school, it was Friday. Maybe I can do that. I can add a fact. So I'm going to write that down. And so put it up here as an example. Facts. Best day. My last way I can think of adding a bold beginning is adding dialogue. Talking. I can talk to myself, or I can talk to other people in the room. I think I'm going to talk to myself. No, not really. One day I went to school, it was Friday. One day, awesome! Finally! The last day of school! I shouted to my mom. Right? One day I went to school, it was Friday, and then I can keep on going. Okay, so there's dialogue. Awesome. Okay, so did you see what I did there, writers? Right, I just didn't say one day I went to school, right? I thought of the different ways to catch my reader. I did questioning, either a fact or or dialogue. It's now going to be your turn to try this as well. Take out your writer's notebook. Turn to what you just wrote about recess. Now, your job right now is to ask yourself which bold beginning best fits my writing today. Will you try adding a question? Will you try adding a fact? Or will you try adding dialogue? I'm going to give you a post-it, and you can write down what you're going to add. Right? And actually write the words down. Okay? So think about which one you're going to do.
And when you have your idea, start writing on your post-it. You write it? Yeah. Just write it on the post-it. That's just the beginning. Can you pass this to your two? Thank you. Here, can you just pass it? Probably easier. Pick one and pass it around. Are you going to add a question, a fact, or dialogue? And if you're adding dialogue, what are you? Excellent.
Some of us I know are already done. If you're already done, start thinking, why did you decide to add that? Why? Why did you decide to use a question? Why did you decide to use fact? Why did you decide to use dialogue? Why? Okay. 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 So I'm doing the why thing because I want to make sure that they're conscious of why they did that, not just because I said so. Like, I want them to take ownership of their writing. It also gives me time for the other ones. Finished. Okay?
You all set? Looks like we're almost there. All right. In a moment, take a second.
In a moment, you're going to turn and talk to your partner. When you turn to your partner, you're going to tell them, I chose to do this because. Okay? Once again, practice that in your head. I chose to add a question because. La 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 la. Can you do that? You ready? So rehearse in your head what you're going to say. Think about why you chose that. Okay? All right, so turn and talk to your partner and tell them. Go ahead.
So what did you choose? What's your name?
Okay, so writers, I'm going to celebrate. I want to share with you something that Jose Daniel shared with me. He decided to he chose to include a question. And I asked him why he chose a question, and he said, I want my reader to do the thinking. Smart. That is a smart thing to do. So writers, every day, today and every day, when you start writing and start the beginning of your story, what's one thing we should include? A question? What else? Or? A fact or? Dialogue. All right, so now it's your turn to tell me how well you know this now. When I say that you need to add a bold beginning, are you now, oops, let's do this. Are you now are you still a 1? Are you a 2? Are you a 3? Or are you a 4? Wait, just don't you're very excited. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, or 4. So on the count, when I say go, you're going to show me which one you are. Okay, so I just need everyone's hand in front of me right now. Everyone's hand like this? Yeah. Are you a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4? When I say go, ready? And go. Okay. Hands down. Good job. So what we're going to do is that you can continue writing your story, okay? Just about what you did at recess. You have a beginning. Just keep on writing what you did for recess, okay? And you go back to the carpet, and you can go back to your desks. Okay. Goodbye. Thank you.